cute. That's real cute. Okay, well, people are coming into my live on YouTube. Hello. Hello. I did make this public. I think I made this public. Well, I don't see things immediately, man. Okay. Let's see. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all saw the title. Come on in. Oh, there's 111 people in here already. All right. So I look down, I look up, there's 100 people in here. What's up? Yeah, come on. Come on. We're going to do a 2-for-1. I keep playing, dissing the shit out of family or fiance. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I was supposed to do it when I got home. But Monique, from Real Housewives of Potomac hit me up about my last review because she wanted to make sure that I was aware of certain things because she felt that I was pissed from the last video. Okay, now once we had our conversation, she understood my point of view about some things and I understood her point of view about some things. Okay, and I tell y'all all the time that she's my girl and that even if I don't agree with something that she does, that's still my girl. Like, it doesn't even matter. And this is like the point that I made, this is why I feel that way. Because after she saw my video, she was like, I ain't want to say nothing, but I wanted to hit you up so you can have, yes, make sure y'all like, okay? Super chat, cash app, all that support your girl. Appreciate y'all. Yes. Okay. So Monique hit me up and Monique was like, I know you were really upset, but Wendy really was being extra and she was being extra and it weren't even showing when she was being extra, and she thought I was really upset about the kitchen scene. But when I explained to her, I was like, no, it was at the dinner. The keywords that people were using, like I felt like when they were in the kitchen, yeah, they arguing back and forth, people doing the most, it's fine. But I felt like everybody was doing the most, not just Wendy. Okay, and that was my point. But Monique explains to me that they told Wendy that she was boring, so she needed to do something. And so when they were in the kitchen, to them, as everybody is having this conversation, it was kind of like out of nowhere. To Monique, it seemed out of nowhere. Now, me and Monique can agree to disagree about who should have asked about a baby. Because I told y'all, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was a time when Candy and Cynthia and them were having to get together and they didn't want the kids there, but they was like, Portia can bring her baby, so they had to call Kenya and tell her that she can bring her baby. See how they already knew that if they didn't say something, it was going to be an issue? See that right there? You know what I'm saying? So that's what me and Monique kind of disagree about. Okay, because she feel like a lot of y'all feel like she should have, should have said something. I feel like once you made that, decision with Ashley, somebody should have reached out to Wendy as well. Okay, but I also will chuck that up to production as well. And I told her that. I said a lot of the stuff that I feel like people are blaming you for, even though I feel like that invitation should have been extended to her, I still feel like this is also a production thing and we're creating drama. Y'all knew Wendy was going to feel some type of way. And I also, like I said, after watching how long she was pumping, I felt bad for her titties. So at the end of the day, if y'all could have saved me all of this titty pain by just telling me, then I don't understand, why people couldn't understand why she was upset. Okay? During the argument, I told y'all that I felt like Ashley was throwing jabs and everybody is ignoring the jabs that Ashley was throwing. Apparently, Monique had been throwing jabs. I mean, not Monique. Wendy had been throwing jabs at the dinner prior, Ashley's dinner party. They didn't even show any of that. But apparently she was throwing jabs at Ashley then, and it was kind of out of nowhere. So we get here, and as soon as she sees Ashley walking in with her snapback, okay, and Wendy, it might be taking a little longer for her to get back. We mentioned how boxy she is shaped. Okay, we've talked about this before, that, she kind of, is giving you, build the block a little bit, and maybe she don't dress appropriately for where her body at right now. okay? Especially based off of like the intro. None of us like the intro look, and it's because the hair is too damn flat and the dress is too damn tight, and you leaning in like this is making you look even more broke bodied. So I understand, okay? So there's underlying things, okay, going on. Wendy is trying to, get on. We all know this happens every season. The new girls are always trying to make sure that they have a spot. And I agree with y'all to a certain extent that I felt like she was doing too much. But what I didn't agree with was that Ashley didn't do anything to make it more, or that everybody. Didn't I say I felt like everybody played a part? Karen's ass was being messy. Giselle's ass was being messy. Robin's ass was being messy. They were instigating that argument, okay, in my opinion. And she also said that Karen really doesn't know Wendy. And I feel like it's not that we're saying they're friends. I'm just saying the bitch is not a stranger. So stop acting like we just met for the first time every time I see you. That's what I do understand. And I also see that Karen is doing the Mariah. Okay, I don't know if y'all know about the Mariah, but the Mariah is, bitch, we have seen each other, been introduced, and been in each other's space at least 10 times over the past 2 years, and you still talking to me like we ain't never met before. That shit is weird. Do y'all like my nose ring? Ain't this cute? I just got it in the mail. This is from Eloexa. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Eloexa. But she's amazing. Y'all can hit me up on my Instagram. But she gave me a whole bunch of them, and this little stone is giving me life. And she made it specifically for me. It's a blue stone specifically for me because I'm Bondy Blue. Do y'all understand? Oh, all right then. Yeah. So, now that I have further backstory, do I feel different about my position? Not really. I said she was being extra. I just said I didn't think Ashley was owed an apology because of it. And Monique said, you notice how at the table I ain't say nothing. And she said that they didn't even show that she actually kind of backed Wendy up a little bit when they were at the table, because she didn't like the fact that they were trying to make her apologize. And I told y'all my thing, I was aggravated in the kitchen, but the dinner is what took me over and really made me mad. And then the way all of the blame was put on Wendy as if Ashley wasn't saying her little slick shit too. That's what my issue came in, y'all. Like, stop making it seem like it's one-sided. And Monique even admitted that in the kitchen, it was two crazy people screaming and running across the room. And I was like, exactly. It was two people. She wasn't arguing with herself. But from Monique's standpoint, we just standing in the kitchen and all of a sudden, Ashley, Ashley, and a lot of people were saying that her anger should have been directed towards Monique, and now Monique is feeling like, well, shit, I have a lot going on. I didn't think to do that, okay? And hey, you didn't think to do that, that's fine, okay? But I do feel like had that been done, maybe, it couldn't have been put on you. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have been drama filled anyway, because I do feel like, Roxanne is right about that. Y'all are right about that. Wendy was being extra because she's trying to solidify her spot on the show. Do I feel like Ashley was not being extra? No. Do I feel like Ashley's a victim? No. Do I feel like the cast as a whole, and I had to tell her when I'm talking about the colorism, it's not about how y'all treat each other specifically, but it is about who on the show is constantly being held accountable and who isn't. Think about it, y'all. Is Ashley and Giselle and Robin ever really held accountable for the messy stuff that they do? But Monique and Candace and now Wendy can be held with their feet to the fire and called everything but a child of God and aggressive. And that same word is not applied to Ashley when she's doing the same shit. That same word is not applied to Giselle, when I think Giselle is a monster. I think she is. Yeah, baby. So that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And because Monique took the time to reach out to me, because she and I have a relationship, we respect each other, we like each other. So she decided to reach out to me to give me a little bit more information. And because I am a transparent person, I'm not going to go off on one live and not come back to y'all and, correct some things or whatever. Because y'all know I ain't scared about shit I say. I said what I said, okay? Child, I didn't even have people coming at me all kind of ways, sideways. Block, block, block. Trust me. You think it's deep, but it's not. Okay? But I do it. And cause she said you genuinely look pissed. And I was like, I was. Because as a black woman, I am tired of seeing this happen. You know what I'm saying? And there are times when I don't see it happen. There are times when I feel like people might be doing the most. But when I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the show as a whole throughout all of the seasons, with the exception, and I feel like even with Karen, it's not the same. Y'all don't make Karen apologize to people like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make fun of Karen. Y'all, you know, like she, listen, you know, Karen is somebody to be made fun of. Look at Karen. But when it comes to you owe them an apology and you don't think you're wrong and all of this and all of that. And see, I feel like Wendy, even if she felt like maybe she could have said, Ashley, I didn't mean for it to come out at you. Ashley was not giving her the space or the time to do that, because Ashley is making comments like you were ferocious and you were really aggressive. And why is your hand up? Rule number one for black girls, don't tell me what the fuck to do with my hand. Don't tell me what to do with my hand, especially if it's not in your face. Okay? If we across the table from one another and my hand is doing all of this and it ain't nowhere near your face, then I'm gonna need for you to go on somewhere away from me with this. Okay? Hold up, y'all. Y'all know I'm new with this. This nose ring loose, so it might come out on me. Hold up. Yeah, I think it came out on my glasses. Be knocking it out. I'll fool with it in a second, because I'm gonna get it in there right, because I love it. But anyway, so this just deepens my, you know, affection for Monique, to be honest, because I was able to say how I felt. She was able to say how she felt. You know, we texting, but everybody's respectful, and she gets me to understand that behind, and I told her that I was like, at the end of the day, I'm watching the edited version of a conversation, and you were there for the entirety of it, so your perspective is a little bit better than mine, and I will respect that. Okay? But I still feel how I feel about Ashley. I still feel like no apology was warranted. I still feel like Wendy was entitled to feel how she felt. I still felt like she told y'all why she was upset in the kitchen. Okay? I understand how that might have fell upon deaf ears with the delivery and all of that type of shit. But as a person, I'm tired of hearing how black women need to watch their tone with people. And I do understand it's the way you talk to people, because I don't talk to people like shit in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not walking up to people or having casual conversation with people and talking to them like shit. It's not something I try to do. Okay? So trust me, you know, like I even said in a video in the last live, you can watch it. I said I probably wouldn't have handled it in that way. But I also, you know, I don't get intimidated by skinny bitches, you know. You know, I don't feel no type of way because Ashley, you know, has snapback, okay? But see, the thing about Ashley is, I think Ashley is is good at picking out other people's insecurities and exploiting them. I think she's good about that. But I also feel like she has her own set of insecurities, and I will continue and say that I feel like, just like Wendy projected on Ashley, Ashley projected on Wendy. Ashley didn't want to bring that baby. Ashley didn't want to bring her baby, but her husband made her bring her baby. So she was probably a little bit more upset at Michael, just like Wendy probably should have been a little bit more upset at Monique and production for not extending the invitation or making her feel like that was a possibility. She is new. And most of the time, if somebody says this is a girl's trip, then we all know, don't bring your damn kids. Like, I feel like that would be, you know, understandable. So I feel like I understand why she didn't think to ask. And people acting like they don't understand why she didn't think to ask is annoying to me. People acting like they don't understand why she was upset is annoying to me. People acting like, you know, she threw a butter knife across the room, which I'm still not upset about that. I'm still not upset about her throwing the butter knife. Get out my house, bitch. If you don't want a knife thrown out at your head, don't tell me you're not going to leave my house when I tell you to. That's just real simple rules to me. I'm from New Orleans. We don't play like that. Okay, if I tell you to get out of my house, get out of my house. There are 500 people in here. Like the video, please. But yes, I just wanted to come to y'all and give y'all that information. And now we're going to transition into the Brandy and Monica Verzuz. Oh, look, let me read these comments first before I move on. Y'all, damn it, I hate when I do it this way because then my hand be in the way when I be trying to look at the chat. Well, who will wise Jadine while Michael cheats? The nanny that his millionaire, I own my business ass could have paid for. Damn. Whatever. It was clear as day why she was passionate about what she said to Ashley. Yes, Ashley should have stayed home. Yes. Yes, that baby would have been at home with a friend. Like like why you here? Okay? Why you here and we ain't here? Okay? So basically production set Wendy up to look like the big black bully. Got it. No, I don't think production set her up. I think production puts all of them in these situations to heighten emotions. I feel like Wendy knew she had to do something to secure. Here, baby, do that. And, you know, I think, like Monique said, Wendy had to secure her position on the show. And she also mentioned that Wendy is low-key a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, Karen really doesn't know her. You came and asked me and, Karen for a picture before you was on the show. When she told me that, I was like, oh. Well, then I understand. Okay, you're a fan. I get it. Okay. And in that case, like I said, I understand the behind the scenes now. Okay. And I feel like I wasn't exactly, off about it either. I didn't say she wasn't being extra. I just felt like she wasn't the only one being extra. Okay. But I'm just gonna look at these comments one more time before we move on. Because we gotta talk about the boys' mind, boys' mind, boys' mind, boys' mind. Thank y'all for the super chat. I feel Candace prepped Wendy against Ashley, and that's why she went off so quickly. When Giselle was angry about being called a monster, she was justified. Wendy needs to make relationships with these ladies. That is true. That is true. You need people on your side, because if they don't want to tape with you, then you're not on the show. So I do agree with that. It's such a hard thing, but I still feel like maybe she should have like classily threw the shade at her like Karen did to Wendy at the dinner. Like, I did give Karen her cool points for the way she handled Wendy at the dinner. Like, I didn't even go, you're talking about my cooch. That's not the way to get to know me. So do you want to go ahead and have lunch? Okay, dinner. Okay, like, okay. I did like the way Karen handled that, even though I still feel like Karen is a little teeny tiny bit jealous, because I still feel like you handling her the way Mariah handled J-Lo, And it's like, bitch, you know her. Stop acting like you don't know her. Yeah, stop. Please stop doing that. Okay, because you being disrespectful. And I was trying to, because I wanted Monique to understand that I didn't think that she was being colorist. I know some people may have felt that way. I didn't necessarily feel that way because of what I saw. But what I did feel like is that the overall mindset, and see, this is where, racism comes into a play in ways people are always trying to act like it's not. And I really can't stand when people like talk to me like I'm being irrational about something, when it's like, no, I'm just smarter than you. No disrespect, we all have, you might be smarter in math than me. But when it comes to this socioeconomics of the racism and understanding the part it plays in why we feel and react the way we do, I have a particular understanding of this, and nobody is going to make it seem as if I'm fucking tripping when I know what I'm talking about. Okay? The only reason why Giselle walks around feeling the way she does and not knowing how to dress and not really knowing how to do anything besides be a mean girl and be beautiful is because light skin, light eyes means I look so good, especially around black people. I don't have to do anything but look good. That is colorism. That is a part of racism. On the show, Giselle is a queen bee for what? Nobody likes her. She's a queen bee anyway. Okay? Then all of the brown girls have to apologize for returning energy they are receiving. At the end, at the dinner, calling Wendy aggressive, all of those things, okay? There are specific things that I am pointing out. I am not pulling this out of my ass. There are specific examples that I am giving y'all so that y'all can understand why I see it the way I see it, okay? Now, people supposing that I'm mad within my life because I feel passionately about something on this show is a perfect example of that exact same colorism and racism. I may not be that brown, but I'm still a black girl, and you feel like I should not have the opinion I have or vocalize it in the way that I do. But if I was a white man or a black man or a gay black man or a white gay white, white gay man, okay, if I had a penis, okay, or I was, a different color, everything I do and say would be fine with most people. I mean, in general, it kind of is. The people who follow me anyway, they know me. Some of y'all are new and don't understand me, okay? But just because I go off on a video does not mean that once I end the video, I'm in here tripping out about it. Trust me, I have so many de-stressors, okay? I don't need to continue to be upset about anything that is happening. The only thing that upsets me is spending money I don't have and losing money that I don't have. That's the only type of thing that makes me upset. And at the end of the day, mess on YouTube, mess on Instagram, mess on reality shows makes me money. So please believe ain't nobody that damn mad. Calm down, okay? There's that. Now let's move on to Brandy and Monica, because it was so fun and y'all are like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody took such a negative, not everybody, but a lot of y'all, I feel like, wanted to see shade so bad when really it's funny. Like, first of all, before I get into the playlist, let's discuss some things. I'm gonna take a breath. Y'all will be okay. Pulling up this playlist, this 3-hour playlist. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Brandy came out first. 9 sank, okay, and then Monica came out either the next year or at the end. No, it was the next year. The 9-6. Okay? And they have 2 different personalities, similar upbringings. Black girls, 2-parent households, church, music around them, similar. But Brandy started off in acting. And she had her mom as her manager, and she wants to sing, and the record labels don't really believe in her because she doesn't have like the strongest voice. the irony in that, okay, to now be considered by a lot of people as the vocal Bible, myself included, okay? And it is because of the technicality of Brandy's voice. If you don't know anything about vocalizing, then you don't know about this, okay? But Brandy is called the vocal Bible for a reason, okay? Because she is that. She has studied this shit. She has improved over the years, okay? She has put her foot in her vocalization, so to speak, to the point where she loves doing background singing. And anybody knows anything about music, they know that background singing is hard, sister, okay? It's hard. It's not the easiest. Actually, the people who have the weakest voices are normally the lead singers. The people in the background, those are your real powerhouse vocalists. Yeah. Okay. So, Brandy proves everybody wrong, pops off. Okay. Monica comes onto the scene being managed by Dallas Austin, which is amazing. He's the perfect person to manage a free-spirited young woman, seeing as though he is also responsible for TLC's success. Okay, many other people. He's a great producer. We really want to see a Rodney Jerkins, Dallas Austin situation, maybe. That would be nice. They have hits. Yes. So, Monica is the hood girl, Miss Thang, 12 years old, let's not forget. Okay, singing grown music. Monica's voice was already like with all of the complexities and soul and feeling, the things that Brandy had to work towards. Okay, so there are some things that came easy for Monica that didn't come easy for Brandy. And one of those things is the ability to be yourself. Monica, because she's so straightforward and she gonna be who she is no matter what, people are born like that. I know y'all don't, I was born like that, so I know that Monica was born like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't develop that. Like, you are like that, and then as you go on in life, it just empowers it more. So that's why I love Monica so much. And plus, Monica gives you bangers, okay? Bangers, okay? You have a good time, okay? To a Monica song, okay? Brandy, even though you can have a good time, you can bang head bounce, okay? Okay, you can hit that. You know, put it down right, like the way I want it. Play it goes right, maybe we can fall in love. Thank y'all for the super chat, okay? So, I feel like there are two different types of artists. You know, Brandy is more melodic, and you know, she's a ballad girl. Even though they both are good, whatever they do, Brandy has more of a like melodic type of thing going on, and Monica has like a soulful miss thing, but hip hop thing going. Okay, so they're two different types of people. I'm gonna say that again. So when they sat down to do this Verzuz after all of these years, okay, they can't sit down and not make fodder of the issues they've had. Okay, if we're going to get past it, and we have to sit down and have a conversation, we have got to get to a point where we can sit in front of 1.2 million people for 3 hours and be our honest selves, and you know, also, you know, not bring no drama to this process and enjoy each other. I feel like Brandy and Monica have 2 songs together, and they also have their only Grammy together. Okay, they have the most records for both of them on the same song. Brandy and Monica, whether they are different types of people or not, work well together, which is why I think they always gravitate back towards each other, even if they have to handle petty beefs that actually a lot of fans and adults made worse over the years. If you ask me, people pin them against each other because that's what the music industry does. Y'all are being marketed to the same people, so we have to kind of pitch y'all against each other to create some rivalry. Okay, I mean, they did it with the white girls too. Britney and Christina Aguilera wasn't supposed to be cool as far as we knew. 2 different types of artists at the end of the day, no matter how you try to group them together. Everybody influenced by Brandy and them, no. Okay, so they come together for this. And I feel like they were being their authentic selves. I think that Brandy is an awkward, kind of weird, you know, quirky, writing in my journal, Moesha, you know, esque type person. That is who she is. I don't think she was being so shady when she was like, well, you know, you ain't bust down my door and smack me, you know. But we all know that Monica punched Brandy in the face behind the scenes right before they performed their song together. You know, I think it was at the Grammys or at one of them MTV Awards, one of the MTV Awards. Okay, and Monica was dressed in this like old Hollywood style garb. It was really beautiful, and Brandy was giving us, you know, like 90s, which was like really dark but real cute and everything. With the braids. The braids was so popping in 98. Like the braids in 98, oh my god, we know those weren't a wig. Those were amazing. Okay, but it must have took hours. But anyway, okay, they got into that fight because Brandy sees Monica as, you know, the hood girl who don't know how to act. And Monica sees Brandy as the judgy, you know, Miss Goody Two-Shoes. You know what I'm saying? And they've had conversations that let us know that. But I think at like 40-something years old, after working with each other on and off and having beef on and off for 20 years, I feel like they know each other well enough now to, well, it's like Monica is probably like, I know this girl gonna work on my nerves, but I know she don't mean no harm. So we gonna do this and we gonna have a good time. And I'm gonna focus on the things I like about her as like her vocals. And you know, she do a little yang yang around the house. And and I think that Brandy is like, you know, I know she can be like a little, you know, I know she gonna be like a little mean to me or whatever, you know, but I'm gonna just joke it off and we gonna be, you know, we gonna joke and we gonna have a good time and it's cool. And to me, one of the main things that showed that it wasn't as much animosity as I think people wanted it to be was the fact that there were moments in between where they were like saying shit to each other and then dapping each other off and stuff like that. I feel like they have a lot of history. They have a lot of mutual friends. They've had a lot of the similar experiences. Both had friendships with Whitney Houston. They have a lot in common, and I think they have more to talk about and that they can, match notes about years later than people give them credit for. And like Monica said at the beginning, if y'all know about something, it's because I'm already over it. Trust me. You don't know about it until I'm over it. Just like I feel like they were not going to do this Verzuz until they could come eye to eye. I said that when people were asking about it before. I felt like they're not going to do it until they can sit down and have a conversation and everything's cool. They're not going to do it otherwise, because the Verzuz is not a setting for the fake niceties. It's really not. You're in a room sitting right next to somebody for 3 hours, probably with liquor, and then playing songs, going down memory lane and shit. It's not an environment for anybody to be able to fake whether they really, beefing or not. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like after the fact, they were very affectionate with one another, the way I've seen them do throughout the years. Like, to say y'all was fighting and punching each other in the, well, Monica punching Brandy in the face. Okay. I think we can pretty much guess that Brandy is just not about that life. She will write a scathing journal entry about you, though. Okay. All right. She will do that. But I also feel like people who were thinking Brandy was fake really don't know Brandy and Ray J, because if they knew them, if y'all know Ray J like I know Ray J, okay? All right? We got the Raytron Global, okay? Okay? We got the scooty bikes in the back. If like, I know how Ray J is, so I understood Brandy's sense of humor, because Ray J's sense of humor is very similar. They have a very similar type of sense of humor. So a lot of the things that she said and did kind of reminded me of Ray J. And the fact that he was actually there, like, I really do love their relationship. I think as annoying as they can both be sometimes, they are Sonya Norwood's children, okay? You can only blame them so much. I don't know what y'all want from Brandy and Ray J, okay? And we could say a lot about Sonya, but she protected her children. And I also feel like because Brandy was the center of attention in their family for so long, she pours into Ray J to make up for what she feels was taken from him when they were children, and their mother had to worry about Brandy and Brandy's schedule and managing Brandy. So I see that even though people try to act like people are always perpetrating, they're not. I can see everything that's happening. I don't think it's perpetration the way people think it is. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it had its awkward moments. It had its moments where it was like, oh Lord, another poem. I like poetry personally, but I felt cringe-worthy for everybody who doesn't like it and who I knew were going to say something. And that's why I was glad that she was like, I don't care if y'all don't like this poems, okay? I've been making music for y'all for years that y'all like. Y'all gonna let me say these damn poems. And it was only 2 poems. And the first one actually was really great because it was about Chadwick Boseman and losing people, and it went into the song that was played next. Like, it actually added to the vibe. I think once people were listening to her and understood what she was talking about, including Monica, then it all made sense. Okay, like, people from the 90s, we love us a song, poetry and a painting. You know what I'm saying? We love mixing our arts. We love doing all our arts at the same time. So I just feel like, she's quirky, she's weird, she's the awkward black girl. And I think that people need to let her be that without all of the judgment. You know what I'm saying? Just like people, allow Monica to be the knife. Y'all don't get the hell up out my face, okay? All right? Y'all allow Monica to be her. I don't appreciate any hate because I personally feel like I've been a fan of them both for so many years that when people asked me, they kept asking me which one would I, who I thought won. And I was like, I don't feel like, just like Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, I don't feel like I could say that. I love them both for different reasons. Both of their music, but Brandy, like, our childhood was made so much richer by her being in so many different avenues. Her being on television, her being in movies, her having, #1 singles in the 90s and, being all over the place, being on MTV and Nickelodeon and being everywhere. And Monica being the type of black girl that was Miss Thing, and it was cool. It was celebrated to be who she was as somebody who had a little attitude, as my people would call it, smart aleck. Okay, which are really young girls who are kind of before their time as far as, their mindset about things. You know what I'm saying? Their intelligence and their street smarts They can be ahead of their time with things, and I feel like Monica is that type of person. And me personally, I'm a little bit of both of these people. I am the awkward, corny, quirky black girl, but I'm cute. So how corny can you really be? I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have all of the parts, that people love. So it's just kind of like I can only be so corny. Whatever, okay? And, I'm also the Monica that's like, play with me too tough. And then this New Orleans bitch get real ignorant with you. It's a lot. Don't take me there. So, I feel like, I have an appreciation for both of their personalities. So with that being said, looks, lastly, music, okay? So I am not a fan of label print, like, to be on clothing. Like, I like it on purses and luggage, especially Louis Vuitton. Not really a fan of Gucci, or except for that floral print that Gucci just came out with. But whenever they put their lettering all over everything, I kind of feel like it looks tacky. Sorry. When Coach did it, tacky. Gucci does it, tacky. Sorry, it looks tacky to me. Okay? So even though I was a fan of the structuring of Monica's outfit, I wasn't blown away just because it was Fendi. Like, I felt like a lot of other people were. It was like, oh, it's Fendi. And I was just like, it's peplum. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Like, hood girls love, label brand prints on everything. That's fine. I thought it was cute. Okay, I love the beret with it. Okay, the plastic pants, on the other hand, I know they're probably leather or pleather or some type of vegan leather or some type of rubber. I don't know. Whatever it was, it looked hot. And at the end, Monica couldn't sing, and people were saying it was because she couldn't breathe in that corset. I didn't know which one it was. All I know is I was upset that I didn't get to hear her vocalize on the Boy's Mind song. Then Brandy is dressed like a hobo. A rich hobo, but a hobo. Now, to be clear, the jacket, I'm obsessed. Like, I love jackets with really nice prints, and it was like, embroidery and glitter. It was really beautiful. The jacket, the floral prints in it, it was just very, very beautiful, especially when I saw it separate from her outfit, because I follow Fashion Bomb Daily or whatever, and they posted the different looks. And the jacket, I'm sorry, I love it. I just feel like Brandy is at this point in her life where she is eating what she wants to eat. She's not on a strict diet. She's not, working out all crazy, which is her right, because throughout her entire life, she's had issues with her body because she's always trying to stay so small, which is something that I believe probably came naturally for Monica versus Brandy that had titties and ass at like 16 and had to figure out how to stay small and all of that type of shit. That was difficult for her. So I feel like, another thing that probably played a part in their dislike for one another, Brandy probably feeling like this old easily skinny ass bitch, and I gotta be over here eating carrots and that whole eating burgers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure working together, there were moments, okay? So yeah, I feel like Brandy is dressing for where her body is, and I'm not upset about that, because I'm a person that dresses for my body. Y'all didn't see me wearing tight shit when I was like, a little fluffier, because for me, I feel like if you fluffier, bitch, then you need to cover up your fluff or stick it in a way that's flattering, but your fluff don't need to be falling out all over the place. That's just how I feel, okay? And I feel like, Brandy feels like that as well. So she had loose clothes on. I was not a fan of those jeans with all of it. It was too much. If she would have had on like a plain white V-neck, that jacket, and some like tight, plain, but like really nice, jeans on that fit her legs and her thighs, I feel like people would have thought differently about her look. They probably would have liked her look more, especially if she had not stole Monica's shoes from the 90s and then decided to bring them back today. We didn't need that. She could have kept those shoes. Those shoes could have been kept wherever they were. Somebody said if Monica wore those shoes, they knew Brandy was going to lose, so maybe that's why Brandy decided to go and find those shoes. She probably was trolling. I think Brandy is somebody that has a sense of humor and likes to poke fun and is goofy. As a person that is like that myself, I noticed it, and I don't understand why people like pick it up as like shade or something like that. And I also feel like Monica is so serious and don't really play like that, so she kind of be like, okay now, okay. She don't take it personal though, okay? No pun intended. So let's get to the music, okay? So It started off with Brandy. What about us? What about all the things that you said? What about all the... Y'all know that song, okay? And the thing that was so funny is in the comments, I was in the comments on, the whole time. And Miguel was like, no auto-tune. I'm in love with Miguel. Miguel was like, no auto-tune. And I was like, exactly, because that song is ideal for auto-tune because of the way, the music is. It sounds mechanical. Zoom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like that. So her not being auto-tune at all and being raw vocals and being able to match the styling of that song with her vocals, it just shows how amazing Brandy is, and it's a perfect opener because Full Moon is like my second favorite album by her. Okay. So then Monica did everything. Hold up, y'all, let me see, because I gotta make sure this don't play, because I'm trying to make money. Okay, everything to me. Okay, yeah. Okay, I wish I had my earbuds, because now I can't think of the song right now, but I feel like that was a good song. I feel like I like that song, and when they played that song, I still felt like Brandy won though. I feel like Brandy won the first round. Okay, so then they did Brandy He Is. Everybody loves that song. It's like a wedding song. Okay, I'm not gonna sing it because I don't know the words to that one, but I know it when I hear it. Okay, and then Monica did A Dozen Roses, which is, a dozen roses, such would astound you. Yeah, I'm gonna start singing the original version, and I don't want to do that, so we're gonna move on from there. I feel like Monica won that round. Brandy did Full Moon. Oh, boy, I saw you soon as you came bouncing through the door. Me and your man and them just over the floor. Started doing your thing and it made me notice you even more. Y'all know I'm tired, so I ain't about to do all of this singing with y'all. But yeah, okay, y'all know that's my song. I ain't even gonna front, I ain't even gonna lie. Since you walked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. We can dance if you want, get it cracking if you like. Must be a full moon, but like one of those nights. I'm gonna tell y'all why it's my favorite album of hers. When it came out, I graduated from the 8th grade. I had got all of these awards. It was a really great day. And for a vacation that summer, my mom and dad took me and my niece and my nephew to Destin, and they rented this house, and it was really nice. And it was right on the water, right on the beach, y'all. And I mean, like, I was sitting on the back patio, listening to Full Moon, looking up at the sky. And it's like, pitch black out there, so you can't see nothing but the stars and, the moonlight reflecting off the water and all of that. Child, it was amazing. So whenever I think about that album or listen to that, it reminds me of that time, okay? So that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. But then Monica came with So Gone Over You. Yeah, new Monica. And y'all know whenever there's a new Monica in there, that's a Missy record, okay? Silly of me, devoted so much time to find true faithful boy. I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in an unmarked car, wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. First of all, Monica is crazy. I love her music though. Okay, so that's a toss up for me. I'm not even sure who won that one, because So Gone was such a huge record, but Full Moon is, that was so my song. That's just hard, y'all. I couldn't even pick. Then Brandy came with the remix for I Wanna Be Down. Y'all, this was the Bankhead bounce portion of like that's all we was doing. I wanna be down. Okay, look, that okay. that was the song back in the day. Okay, then Monica came with Don't Take It Personal, wanna be all alone, you think I treat you wrong, wanna take some time out to think things through. I know it always feels like I'm doing you wrong, but I'm so in love with you. Okay, look. y'all already know. Okay, once we get to the Bankhead Bankhead bounce portion, that this is my spot right here, okay? So then Brandy did Baby. Baby, 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 baby. Don't you know that you're so fine? Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's the song. And then yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know who won any of these. And then then Monica came with like this and like that. Ah, you know what I'm saying? I guess Brandy won that round. Okay, then Brandy came with Angel in Disguise. And when the tears drop, and when the rain is, cause y'all know Brandy used to do that too. My heart will beat again. Angel in disguise she was. This is why you fell for her. The day she left you in the rain, still I love you. Look, that was the song right there. Okay, then Monica did You Should Have Known, which is a song for C Murder. Y'all know this is when we got into the Corey portion, and y'all, Monica and him gonna get back together if he gets out of jail. I mean, the meme I posted on my stories on Instagram was hilarious. Okay, it said, hold up, let me pull it up so I can read it verbatim for what it had said. Brandy was the first black princess we ever saw. We so disloyal. All Monica been teaching us is no matter how many times you get married, your soulmate still in prison. Y'all, if Monica wasn't talented, that bitch be on Love After Lockup, y'all. I swear for God. Oh my God. Okay, so back to it, y'all. Okay. I feel like Monica won that round. Okay. Then Brandy came with So I'm Missing You. Y'all, oh my God. I always want to cry. I always want to cry. The last scene to set it off. She cut all her hair off and she just sitting there. Well, hold up. She didn't cut her hair off, y'all. She still had the braids because she was like, she was still sweating and shit. And she was just like, and she had all the snot right here. She pulled the braids back with all the money on the bed and everything, thinking about how not everybody dead but her. And then, you know, she got up and she went in there and she cut all her hair off. And I was like, damn, Jada Pinkett, no, she look good with no hair. Okay, then she rode off into the sunset in a Jeep. And y'all know that's my favorite type of car besides, you know, like that big body Benz. So, you know, yeah. One day. And then Monica did For You I will cross an ocean for you. I will come and bring you the moon. I promise you. For you I will. I don't know. Those are two like such classic songs. And I definitely feel like with both songs, they get the feeling out of you. You know what I'm saying? They definitely get the feeling up out of you. That's so hard. Brandy did Almost Doesn't Count. Almost doesn't count. I can't keep on loving you, 1 foot outside the door. I hear a funny hesitation of a heart that's never really sure. Can't keep on trying if you're looking for more. And all that I could give you is what you came here for. That's the song right there. Okay, look, let me see what y'all saying right quick. Okay, before we press on. It was low-key boring, not to me. I don't care. DMX and Snoop was the best. I guess I feel like Erica and Jill was the best to me. This was the best because it had the most people in it. Regardless, I feel like nobody else had 1.2 million, right? Who been along for the ride? We got what we expected. Yeah, for those of us who have been like a part of this, you know, from the 90s until now, I think we knew it was gonna be a little bit of shade. We knew that they were gonna, you know, put their differences aside because they're both grown ass women. We knew Brandy was gonna be a little quirky, a little weird. We know, you know, Monica was gonna have a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we got what we wanted out of this, and that's why I'm happy with it. You know, everybody has a difference of opinion and have, you know, they different viewpoints on it. But you know, thank you, Joyce Vlogs, for joining and becoming a member. I appreciate you, love. Yes, y'all, like the video, please. I'm so glad so many of y'all are in here with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for being with me. I know y'all could be anywhere else right now. So I appreciate you. I think it's Ann or Anna. Thank you. Um, the names are kind of covered up a little bit, so I can't always see what the names are on my phone. Y'all know I'm doing this on my phone because on my computer it's just so complicated. They do the most. Kenya, I saw one tweet that said Monica makes music for folks raised by their grandmother since age 2. That's so funny. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, the Biggie and Pac reference tracks were everything. I think it was just letting people know, like, we were a part of the culture in such a way that we affected other artists. Like, we not just your run of the mill, R&B singers, bitch. We was them bitches. Okay, we was them ones. Okay. All right. So then after Brandy did Almost Doesn't Count, Monica did Why I Love You. Baby, that's just why I can't get enough. Baby, that's just why I love you so much. I love only you. You do what you're doing to me. You take me, you hold me. You run me in your arms, baby. And I love you for that, baby. You don't front in front of your friends. And you're strong enough to be a real man. And I love you, and I love you, and I love you for that, baby. Baby, baby. Hey, get on me. Baby, come on, night. Can't get enough. Oh no. Look, I got my life last night. Okay, and then Brandy came with Broken Hearted. Look, I know that song, but it's not like one of my favorites. Like, I feel like it's other people's favorites. So Monica definitely won this round with Love All Over Me. Baby, you touch every part of me. Ooh, I got love all over me. And I don't wanna get enough. I'm completely caught up in your love. Something like that. But y'all know, okay? Y'all know. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying for y'all. I'm really trying to get it from up in here with the diaphragm for y'all, okay? Because I'm a little hoarse for some reason. I know why. I was drinking yesterday. Whenever I be drinking, I just be having extra phlegm for no reason, okay? Anyway, so after that, Love All Over Me, we took the break and Monica played Trenches, which is her new song. Liked it with Lil Baby. And then she played this other song, Anything, with Rick Ross. Liked it. But I always like Monica's music. Like, Monica, especially in these recent years, working with Polo the Don, her cousin, and all of that, she has such impeccable taste in bangers. Like, songs that, like, New Orleans girls love Monica songs because it's like, bitch, it's hood, but I'm feeling it in my spirit and in my soul, bitch. Like, like that's what it feels like for us. So, like, she definitely, I can't wait for this album to come out. Did it come out already? I don't know. I feel like it didn't come out yet. Brandy's album came out though. Then Brandy came with Top of the World, Top of the World, Top of the World, Top of the World, sitting on top of the world. Hey, hey, Dark Child, all I wanna ride. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I went from elegant to the mini mansion, the girls in the room were doing belly dancing. I'm sorry, y'all. I was a kid when that came out. So down, mate, shit killing me. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway. And then Monica came with Still Standing with Ludacris. Yes, that's a good song. That was a good song, but that was the name of the album that came out. But yeah, Top of the World wins that. And then Brandy gave y'all her new song, Borderline, which I liked. And I feel like that's probably one of the songs on the album that I liked when I was listening to it. But I feel like the problem with the album, and I said I have to listen to it again, but I feel like it's all along the same vein. Because people are constantly trying to, like, make the music that sounds good for Brandy's vocals. And that's great. But there also needs to be something that differentiates the music. Like, we need some upbeat tempos a little bit more. That Baby Mama song just did not go across well with people. I enjoyed it because I like the beat. And I like when she's like, baby mama, baby mama. Like, it tickles me. Never mind. Okay. But I know a lot of people didn't like that song. But this Borderline song, I actually really liked it and it made me want to go back to listen to it. And then Monica came with I need good sex and commitment. Look. When that song came out, okay, look, I'm not gonna do this for y'all. That went number 1. Okay. And then Daniel Caesar and Brandy Love Again. I remember this song, but I don't know the words like that. It was still a good song. But I'm gonna say, oh wait, no. I'm gonna say I feel like Monica won for Commitment, and then after Love Again, Monica did her and Usher Slow Jam, in which y'all know Monica won that. Play another slow jam, this time make it sweet. On a slow jam for my baby and for me. If what you say is true, I feel the same way too. I waited all night long just to dance with you. Look, I ain't gonna give y'all all of it, okay? But that was the song, so that one. And then Brandy give us, I'm gonna put it down, you gonna fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gonna baby, we can fall in love. That was a jam. And it proved that Brandy could still give us a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was appreciative of that. Then Monica, I should make a move, but I won't. I know you probably think that something is wrong, but if I do, then it won't be right. I won't get down, but not the first night. Look, that was the jam back in the day. What? I'm mad she didn't play Street Symphony. That was my jam. I was here with Super about all of the songs that Monica could have reached for, but she didn't. Okay, but you know that, I mean, I guess the same thing could be said for Brandy. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought Brandy was going to play that PD Dawn song that they redid. Her and Ray J redid that song when she had, brother come out here and he gave her a hug with little fat daddy looking ass. Love you though. Is it my turn to hold you by the hand? Y'all heard that song? It was on the Boomerang soundtrack back in the day, but they redid that song and it was at the end of the Never Say Never album, I think. And it was an amazing song. So, and it was amazing the way they did it together. Their voices complement each other. So, yeah. I thought she was going to play that one, what she did. But anyway, so then Brandy did Who Is She to You? And then Monica did Knock Knock. Monica wins. Okay. Knock Knock. Don't come knocking at my door. And then again, that is a, Missy record. So, okay. Then Brandy did Best Friend, which was, the song from the first album. And then Monica did Before You Walk Away. I love both of these songs, but it goes to Monica. Me and my little girlfriend at the time, this was our song back in the day. Okay, when I was in high school. This was me and Magruder song back in the day, Before You Walk Out My Life. Anyway, look. Before you walk out my life. Okay, give y'all that. What's next? Brandy gave us Sitting Up in My Room. Dum, 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 dum. Y'all know that's from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. Monica was upset that she wasn't invited to that. Also, Usher not wanting to do a song with Monica again. I think he thinks that if he does music with her, that will put him currently back on, the oldie but goodie station instead of keeping him on the pop stations. I think he has the ear of the younger crowd, and he thinks if he does something with Monica, that it might, I guess take him out of that. But it's like, dude, if we're still playing your songs on the oldie but goodie station, it doesn't matter. Like, your ass is old. If Monica call you and ask you to do a song, then you do the song. I don't know why you wouldn't do the song. You ain't got nothing else going on. Like, I know they announced that his little girlfriend is about to have their first baby together. You got 9 months. You can go in the studio and sing a song now. Okay? Y'all ain't got shit else going on, and you turning down songs. Boy, bye. Anyway. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I like Usher's music, but I've never been a real fan of Usher. Me and my other girlfriend used to fight all of the girlfriend after Magruder. Me used to be fighting about that all the time because she was such a huge Usher fan, and I used to be like, okay, my way was okay. Oh, Lord, y'all. Anyway, So then after Brandy did Sitting Up in My Room, Brandy did Talk About Our Love with Kanye, which was the song. More they talk about us. Oh, back when we loved Kanye. And then Monica did Sideline Ho, which was the song that she was pointing towards that girl who C Murder was, you know, taking pictures with and shit in jail. Y'all know when all of this came out about Master P and them trying to get C Murder out of jail, there was a woman who claims to be C Murder's real, you know, girlfriend, and she moved her and her kids closer to the prison so that she can go and see him all the time. And who is Monica and all of that? Y'all remember that? Okay. Well, Sideline Ho was for her. I was like, Sideline Ho was for her. Okay. Representing the boo by the way of Texas. She risked the bumps for a baby. What? Clutches Pearls About What Confessions CD. The Confessions album was there. Of course the Confessions album was everything, and so was 8701. Okay? Like, Usher makes amazing music. We're not arguing about that. Who remembers Brandy baby special? Brandy was the first to get a baby delivery special on VH1. I do not remember that. That is crazy. Too much stuff has happened. Okay, let's see. So we're moving on. But yeah, that Sideline Ho was for C Murder's little girlfriend who's staying close to the prison for him. Girl, please. Girl, please. Have you met his mother? Have you met his brother? Do you know his cousin? His favorite one? Oh, all right then. I'm telling y'all. That was for who that was for. Okay? Child, especially when she played that song and then they had that little die for my nigga, that C Murder song. I on my nigga, hey, took the mother here, right for my thing. What? Lyric was in here taking his shirt off and everything. So there's a vibe to that song with the big walk. You know what I'm saying? So she got up out her seat when that came on. Touch the mother, cousin down, boom. Touch the mother, hit his cousin down, boom. What? Mother hit it, down, boom, right down, boom. What? Mother hit it, what? All right, I'm gonna stop. But that's the song. Anyway, so I'm still gonna say Brandy won that one. Even though, and then this is the part that aggravated me about Brandy. Brandy, don't nobody care about your baby being there. Your baby grown as hell. Okay, your baby didn't heard hoe before. You didn't say it hoe around your baby before. Stop this. Okay? You know, Monica's children are younger than yours. And they all right with hearing hoe. We gonna be okay. Shut up. And that's when a little bit more of my Monica side came out. Okay? They know who their mama is now. Okay? They know who their mama is. Your daughter don't know who you are. My baby know. Okay? And then Brandy played Put That On Everything. Y'all don't understand. Me and Lyric played Put That On Everything at our wedding. Hold up. I will put a star out of the sky for you. Yes, I would. To the edge of the earth, I'll go to see you. Yes, it's true. If you're anywhere and I'm not there, just think one thought of love and I'm there. Oh, baby. If you're looking to find a love that will stand to the end of time, baby, relax your mind, love is here. Yeah. I do everything, I swear. Take the pain and the hurt, you won't know it's there. Once would be nothing. Put that on everything. Put that on everything. Yeah, that is my favorite song by Brandy. So, even though Keisha Cole and Monica, will you trust me, baby? Y'all, give you everything. I'll give you all I got. I'm gonna stop until you get it right. Sorry, y'all, I messed that part up. I'm down for you, baby. I'm not gonna do it, but that's my song though. Y'all, it's not there right now. I don't have it right now. But if I had it, I'd give it to y'all. But I could do it, just not right now. Told y'all the drinking. The drinking. But yes, y'all get my point. But Brandy wins that for me, even though I think that for other people, Monica would have won that round. Okay, and then Brandy did When You Touch Me. Oh my God. Really miss you, babe. And when you touch me, I want for you. Would you please touch me? Oh my God. I love that song. I love that song so much. I used to listen to that all the time when I was listening to that album. Like, it was one of them albums I would just let play over and over again. So after that, when Monica did Just Right, which is my okay, I need for y'all to understand. I'm not gonna sing it, okay? But that's one of my favorites by her, okay? And I think Monica won that round. And then Brandy did Have You Ever. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes... That's the first song I ever sang at a talent show at school. And I was so scared and so nervous that somebody younger than me ended up doing better than me, just because I was so worried about how I sounded that I wasn't enjoying performing. And she did like a little fun song, so everybody enjoyed her, whereas I'm standing there, with the mic, like really trying to sing and shit. Like, oh Lord, the story of my life. So I feel like after Monica did Angel of Mine, I still feel like Have You Ever was my favorite song out of those two songs, even though I do love that song by Monica. I feel like Brandy won that round. And then at the end, they did The Boy Is Mine together. And at this point, extra story, during the video when they were doing the part, not yours but mine, not yours but mine, not yours but mine, that part, at one point Brandy puts her hand in Monica's face, and Monica was like, see, that's what we not gonna do, bitch. That right there, that's what we not gonna do, okay? And she got upset. Now, do I feel like Brandy intended to like disrespect her? No, I think we in the middle of a video, and like it just makes sense to do something like that while we arguing, because back in the day, brick wall, bitch, that's all people was doing. Yo, every time somebody brick wall, okay, look, every time somebody brick wall, every time somebody turned around. So I just feel like, Monica was one of the people like, don't be putting your, hood girls, you can't put your hands in my face. Hood girls, hands in the face means you trying to get punched in the face, okay? Don't put your hands in my face. Don't do this, okay? Don't be here with it. You can be over there with it. You can be like, but this right here, all of this in your face is aggressive, okay? Because it's like my hands like this because I'm about to play with you and see what you gonna do. Like, that's what that's about. And if you act like you're not gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you. Like, that's what this is about when girls do this. I know I've been in a couple of fights. All right, so, okay, so that's that on that. I just feel like it's all a misunderstanding, especially because they have different personalities. Sometimes it can come off a way it's not meant to come off, and as somebody that's often misunderstood, I understand, okay? I understand. If anybody understands, Bondi understands, okay? Both Monica and Brandy, okay? So I feel like that's probably why I was able to enjoy this and see all the positivity in it, because like I understand both of their personalities, and I know it's not always the negativity or the shade that people think it is. It's just I'm me, she her, we here, we vibing, we coexisting, we a little shady, but how can we not be? Like, how can we not be? We're shady within ourselves, okay? So I had a good time. Couldn't tell me that I won Monica and Brandy when I sang. I don't know what's going on in these comments. I want to know why Brandy didn't want to disclose what happened years ago. Brandy play and Monica real hug, give her 50 feet. I mean, y'all gotta know that Brandy's mom plays a huge part in how she feels the need to deal with things. It's not none of your business. And it make me look dumb. So what I'm gonna tell people for? Like, come on now. Erica and Jill was boring to me, but I'm not big fans of theirs. Which is why I'm a huge fan of theirs. Was not bored at all. Brandy took The Boy Is Mine off Monica's list. That's why Monica told her, you own it. Well, it was Brandy's song. It wasn't on, that doesn't even make sense for it to be on Monica's list, because it was on Brandy's album. Like, it was Brandy's song. Brandy was like, I'm doing this song. I want to do this song with Monica. Somebody called Monica. I want to do this song with her. And Monica was like, I don't want to do that song with her. And Dallas was like, you crazy. Do that damn song with her. And she did the song. Okay? That was Brandy's song. So I really don't understand why at the end they couldn't just both. I mean, it's not a Brandy song. It's a Brandy and Monica song. They should have ended it with both of them. And she should have sang her parts. The fuck? Sing your parts. Yes. Okay. Yes. Tyler Perry Studios was awesome. It was on Monica CD too. Yeah, I figured that. But like I said, it was still Brandy's song. And Brandy said, hey. And another thing is that what was the point of that then? They ended on that song. I felt like it wasn't neither one of their songs. If it was really Brandy's song, then Monica should have had another song after that, and then she should have did the other song that they have together. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? That don't make no sense. I don't need to go find the Vlad TV interview. I saw it. And that's why I'm telling y'all what happened, because I watched that interview. That's why I'm reiterating what he said. Okay? Yeah, I thought it was shady. Monica seemed like she didn't want to sing The Boy's Mind. Yes, I am enjoying Divorce Court with Judge Fate. She's hilarious. Yes, I know Lavetta Jones. I know. I just said that. Y'all probably have a delay, so y'all don't hear me as I'm reading the comments. I know it was both of their songs, but what I'm saying is it was Brandy's song originally. So it would make sense that if you're going to, say it was her song, then yeah, it was her song, because it was her song first, and she wanted to bring Monica on the song. It wasn't the other way around. Regardless to the fact, like I said, what is the big damn deal? That's the song they ended out on. It was both of their songs. It made sense. I honestly thought it was going to end with that song. That's what made sense. Everybody take a turn, and then at the end, we do the song that we did together. Why does it matter who's it's listed under? Especially when y'all have a whole nother song that y'all did together, and y'all could have did that song, and Monica could have took that song and Brandy, whatever. Like, it just, they have a whole nother song together that they didn't even play. So to me, there should be no beef over who had The Boy Is Mine song last. I think Monica had forgot the words a little bit, but I also feel like I feel like it was the mic. Somebody said it might have been a mic. That was a comment. Oh, okay. Y'all gotta add people, because when y'all don't add the other people, I think y'all talking to me. Yeah, they say Monica did have an album called The Boy Is Mine. Monica labeling her album The Boy Is Mine could have been her labels capitalizing on a popular song, right? Child, I don't want to see Chevelle's old rap videos. Can you close out for a song? No, I cannot. Vocally, I cannot right now. It's the end of the day. I was on live earlier. I'm tired. I just can't. Monica said she doesn't remember all her song lyrics. That's probably what it was. Brandy owns the song, right? Okay. Miss Robbie Montgomery, she said pray for her family. That's what she said. She said, I'm too tired. I'm too weak. Pray for my family. I knew they'd do it. It makes more sense. It's their hands down equal hitter. It's the only song that they both have Grammys for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't want people to constantly be trying to find beef in everything that they do. And I feel like we do that a lot with black women. Y'all try to find beef and shade in every little thing, every little comment. And I feel like it's negative. And I don't really like that, because I feel like I got so much positive out of them doing this that I don't even want to focus on if it was negative, because we all had a good time. They was hugged up after. I feel like if Monica really didn't want to be there, once it was over, she would have been in her car with her kids on the way home, or on the way to the club. It wouldn't have been all of this, oh, let's hug up and take more pictures with people, and whatever they were doing after the fact. Okay, I just feel like they being each other. Brandy is like the goofy sister, and Monica is like, stop playing with me, girl. I love you, but you work on my nerves. I feel like they have to have mutual love and respect for each other at this point, because they have been of value to each other's brand. I don't know if anybody realizes that, but the fight made them both bigger. You know, negative as it may have been, it was in both of their best interests. It did well for both of them. Both of them have been equally successful in their lives, and I just kind of feel like Brandy has had kind of a tougher go in the latter years than Monica, musically and personally. Even though Monica been marrying people trying to get Corey out of her mind until now. You know, Brandy ain't really been able to find the right one, and she ain't worried right now, from what we understand. But you know, she got her baby and she's getting back to herself, and I hope to see more from her. I can't wait to listen to Monica's whole album. I want Brandy to get back on television, to be honest. I miss seeing her, and she's too young for us to feel like we don't need to see her. They also talked about doing another song together and a tour. Now, I don't know how that will all work out, but I would be happy to see anything from them because I think they're both very talented. I would like for them to do a banger. I would like for Monica to pick the song and she and Brandy do the song together. Since The Boy Is Mine was a Brandy pick, I think we need a Monica like club banger type song with both of them on it, and I think it would be amazing, and I feel like it would be for the culture, especially if they get the right producers and it's like a really good beat. Like, I know Monica can deliver. Monica is so good for picking good samples and good beats. I think that they both could do something amazing. And I also feel like all the 90s girls, call Maya. See what, you know, Lil Kim and them are doing. Anybody that was on tour together back in the day can still do tours together. Now, you know, pandemic considered, I think that even doing virtual tours, y'all, they need to figure out how to do virtual tours. Like, you know, virtual shows. I feel like people are doing that right now. I just saw Crick put down a whole list of places he's going to be performing live on other people's platforms. So, you know, people are doing it. So I feel like it's doable. But I would like to see them together and, you know, doing other stuff together. Because like I said, I love them, you know. So what y'all saying before I go? Yes, call Lil Kim. Okay. I still want to know if Brandy made it on Star from the shooting. Shit, I'm still trying to figure out if what happened to Miles after they kidnapped him, and was she pregnant for Hakeem? Things we'll never find out. Things we'll never find out, y'all. When can we get the Family or Fiance review? I'm gonna do it after this. I'm gonna do it after I get off of here, because it'll just be like a regular non-live video. But because I did the last video live, so that, you know, I can curse y'all out and everything. I thought, you know, the clarifying, you know, but still sticking to my guns about how I felt about the things that I felt. Okay. I thought, you know, I should do that in the same manner. Okay. And since we, you know, I felt the need to organically talk about the Brandy and Monica situation, and, you know, I had everything in my mind right now, it just seemed easier to do in this capacity. And plus it's like, you know, a little Bondy Blue extra type situation, you know. So I'll label it correctly so everybody will know what this video was fully about. They both love each other's music. People are always putting our women against each other. Yes, they have favorite songs. Each person has a favorite song from the other person. I do not think. Wait, no. Janet versus J-Lo. Maybe. I don't think J-Lo has enough hits for that. She has. Like, I think she might be better going up against Ashanti, but you know, that's too much water under the bridge. Pick somebody else. Child, I don't know who J-Lo could go up against. I don't think we need a versus from J-Lo, to be honest. I think whoever produced J-Lo's music needs to do, you know, all her little hip hop and, you know, Ja Rule, 50 Cent and all of them, you know, all the people she did music with. I also like at the end of The Boy Is Mine, because it seemed like they were fighting over a boy, but at the end of at the end of the video, they came together to trick the boy, which I thought, you know, was like, look at them, okay? Like, you ain't about to keep playing us, okay? We sitting up here fighting this whole song, but let's catch him in a lie, okay? I was appreciative of that. Honestly, y'all might get this Family or Fiance review tomorrow, along with the 90-Day Fiance stuff. Early in the day. Okay, I'll do it early in the day. I promise y'all won't have to wait that long. But vocally, I'm just a little tired right now. Jodeci is going against Boyz II Men. And I want Michael there. All 4 members. Mary J. Blige needs to go against somebody said Mary J. Blige versus Usher would be cool. And I think that would be cool. Cause I feel like they're the only I couldn't think of another male artist that I feel like has done as much music over all of these years. Honestly, I think Usher pales in comparison to Mary, but I can't think about another person to put Mary with. And I know y'all say Faith, but no, she sang background vocals for Mary. We cannot see them in a Verzuz together. Like, no. Give me a beat. Escape versus Total. Honestly, I feel like Escape versus SWV. TLC against Destiny's Child. That might be cool. Mary and Tony. Maybe. I just kind of feel like Tony, I don't know if Tony has enough music to go up against Mary. Like, just think about it, y'all. I know Tony has a lot of albums, but I don't know if she have like a, do y'all think that she has, yeah, no, she probably got 20 songs. We got to think about 20 songs. Tony got 20 songs. Tony definitely has 20 songs. Okay, never mind. Then yeah, Mary and Tony. But I feel like I feel like even though they were catering to the same group of people, black women specifically, I still feel like I see Tony less hip-hop-ish. You know what I'm saying? Even though she had her little club songs in the early 2000s, all in all, like Mary J. Blige is like a, we need somebody that's gonna hit a, that's gonna be able to come with the club. You know what I'm saying? For real, like Mary come through, like, Usher gonna slide across the floor and then Mary gonna get in there with the boots and hit the dun 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 dun. All night long. Look. What else? John B has only like 5 songs. I know, right? That's about it. Y'all gotta think about the number of songs you need for this. All right, y'all, it's long enough. Hour and 20 minutes. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I'm so glad that y'all have been coming to see me for these lives. They have been doing very well lately, so I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate everybody who gave to my super chat. And if you gave to me in any other capacity, I appreciate that. Your review is always appreciated, whether you agreed with me or not. Okay, but I love y'all. Y'all have a good evening, and I will see y'all later.